Welcome back to the Global Business Report on Arise News. It's the eve of Christmas. It's Christmas Eve, but a lot of households, businesses, and individuals are feeling the pinch of the macroeconomic conditions in the country. So we're going to have maybe a little personal finance session with Arise Business Analyst Chika Mbonu. Chika, you're very welcome. Chika, how are you spending Christmas?
I'm spending it in Lagos.
Aha, see, you're in Lagos.
Principally because I'm from Olu, Imo State.
Okay.
And Olu, Imo State, is supposedly the IPOB
ground zero.
Ground zero.
Wow.
And every day they're throwing bombs and so on and so forth.
So safety concerns.
I don't want to be caught in the mix.
Yes.
So the first thing is safety concerns. That's the first thing, And a couple of issues are played this Christmas. The first one is safety. And the safety, the fear of kidnapping, the fear of armed robbers, the fear of other dangers, have led to people make choice for those who are going on their means of transportation. And then that has also led to an increase in the cost of the movement to the locations. From the side of the country where I come from, the east, this is usually time for all of us to go, go home. And if you go to the bus parks, usually at Jibo and some other places, the whole place is filled. From inquiries this morning, the fare to the east, Enugu or where, for the buses, the normal fare is about 22,500 naira.
Wow, okay.
Per passenger. Before now, just to put in perspective, it was 12,000 naira.
Gosh, so that is a more than 100%, almost 100% increase.
Yeah. I went through the flight sites. Usually, also by this time you will see it sold out. But there are a lot of capacities, a lot of unsold tickets still on the key routes to the east. That also tells you a lot that. A lot of people are not, traveling, at least to the east, which I know of. So that's the first thing. The other thing also that will help this Christmas is the issue traffic that you have in Niger Bridge.
Yes, right.
May reduce because the inflow into the east, that lane has been opened, for selected vehicles. So that will help. But no matter where you are, whether you're spending it in Lagos or spending it in the east or the north or the south, one thing that confronts Nigerian citizens is the cost of inflation, the cost of food.
Right.
Cost of food. A bag of rice, as I checked this morning, was 46,000 naira, thereabout.
Wow.
And you can imagine the cost.
Minimum wages.
Minimum wage 30,000 naira.
30,000 naira.
Yeah. And whenever who's reasonably well paid.
Well, he works for you. So he works for you, so he's reasonably well paid.
Even he told his family that even chicken, they should not look at chicken because they know there will be no chicken on the table. And so you will find that inflation has, wiped away the earning power, purchasing power of a lot of the families, a lot of the family units, household income. Salaries have not been increased, like some other countries around us have done. Whereas prices have moved by more than, in a lot of cases, double the price. So it's going to be a very bleak Christmas for a lot of people. And then when I asked the transport people about what could have led to the more than about double the price, of course they mentioned the security issues, and they of course mentioned diesel. For the big buses, they use diesel.
And we talked about diesel with aviation, Jet 1 and so Jet A1.
So then the fare, when I looked at one of the number one airline in the country, the flat fare to the east is 100,000 naira for the ticket.
Wow, one way. Gosh.
100,000 naira for the ticket, come vis-a-vis the 22,500 by the road. And then you face the challenges of traveling by road. So a tough time, go around everywhere now, still have the fuel scarcity. When last time you came here and told me that the NNPC promised you they're going to fix it before Christmas,
that's something.
I told you that you should forget about that crap. We hear that song every time, every year, and until they the issues, the market issues in the PMS petroleum industry are resolved, it will still gonna have these problems, supply problems.
Chika, what about the mood? If you compare the mood in prior years, do people feel? They feel in the Christmas spirit.
Do we know that it's Christmas?
Right.
Does everybody know it's Christmas? It's tough because everybody's have been affected one way or the other. Now, a lot of people who normally will give out, during Christmas. My phone is inundated with Uncle Send, this one, do that. Normally, you budget something for Christmas and then start dispersing to families and extended families and friends and so on and so forth. A lot of those things are limited now. Even the corporates have limited the kind of things they're going to give out this Christmas because everybody's watching their pockets. The mood is not very, very good. And again, I keep telling people that let's watch our choices for 2023.
Right.
Otherwise, our mood will be worse, in the next Christmas and the next Christmas and next Christmas for the next 4 years. So it's a tough time for our country. When the inflation has wiped away the purchasing power of the households, this is what you get.
What you get.
This is what you get.
So, all these things are connected. You've talked about it. We can connect oil prices going up to being able to defend the naira. Does that not help the currency to appreciate? Is all this not connected?
Everything is connected.
Yeah.
Everything is connected. I know. Remember when we were talking about CBN do something about the exchange rate, and I keep telling. I just chuckle. I said the first thing is to get NMPC people to make sure that we meet our 1.8 million barrels per day production unit.
Yeah.
Because nothing is new. When this kind of thing happened in our country in the past, we just sold what we have, which is our oil. That's what we have.
Right.
Despite the best efforts on the non-oil exports, it's still oil that gives us everything. And then once we push it up, and then the dollars keep coming in. Because remember, even the Minister of Petroleum said it that then the counterbalance is what? The subsidy.
Yeah.
Because the Minister of Petroleum said that Nigeria doesn't favor us if oil prices move up.
Right.
Because if the oil prices move up, what does it mean?
The cost of subsidy is
higher.
Right.
Remember, we say crude high, and then we bring in PMS high.
Right.
So he wipes away whatever gains we make. And so he said, if the price of crude is lower, the subsidies are lower and manageable.
Right.
And that's why he said that. And whereas every other country that we know in Africa, whether it's Algeria, whether it's Angola, have all their fiscal objectives have changed. The fiscal positions have changed.
Yeah.
A lot of them who had debts have paid it off. But Nigeria is the only country that has not profited from this last 1 or 2 years of Russia and higher prices. Because of things we have done to ourselves.
Well, Chika, we wish you a Merry Christmas, and we thank you for joining us on the show, and we look forward to everything with the new year. So,
we can't even share rice.
All right, Business Analyst Chika Mbonu. Chika, thank you so much.
Thanks so much.